Yeah, great film. Had a good time.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm glad you like it.
No, one of the things that I really liked about the film is like it's a historical film, but it deals more with the personal aspects of that period.
Yeah.
Was that something that attracted you about the story?
Yeah, I think it's probably about the strongest part of the story, more than the historical accuracy, is just the story of the fictional Benjamin Martin, based on many real people, but just his trials and tribulations and his family and how to protect him in a tumultuous time, you know.
Was it difficult for you to understand this man who's torn between his duty as a family man and then his duty with liberation?
Yeah, I mean anybody who any parent who would even imagine that would imagine how difficult that would be. I mean, to get the ordinariness of your daily life, whether it be family life or whatever it is, interrupted by an extraordinary, cataclysmic kind of life-changing event. How does that rain down on you? How does it hurt you? How do you suffer? How do you sacrifice? How do you handle it? You know, and these things, I think, in the quieter moments of most people's lives, afflict their imagination and fill them with horror.
In your opinion, which are your character Benjamin Martin's worst enemy? Is it his own demons? Or?
Yes, it's himself, and it's the conquering of himself, and it's knowing when to let that other self, that dark self, out for another good, for the sake of his children. You know, there he's put that away for the sake of his children. Now he has to get it out for the sake of his children. He's got to get that bad guy out.
Considering that you've got an Oscar as a director, producer, I would like to know if Roland, how was Roland for you directing this big movie coming from science fiction and...
Great, yeah. The fact that he gravitated toward the material was enough for me. I thought, well, you know, and what he does well. The science fiction stuff, I mean, hey, it's great. And he certainly knows where to throw the cameras, and he's a good director.
I would like to know if the fact that you're a popular icon in a way is a reason to for stress, meaning being surrounded by all these people and not having privacy or apparently privacy problems. Is that something that...
Well, that's a drag, you know. Everybody wants their privacy. You can't always have it, but you can either let that stuff drive you crazy, in which case they'll win, or you can carry on as normal and to hell with them. I prefer the latter. Every now and then I'll go on a car chase with the kids, you know, trying to avoid the 3 or 4 vehicles in radio contact that follow us around when we want to go and pick our nose in a picnic area someplace, and and they think that's exciting too. That's like high adventure for these guys. We're being followed. Cool. How do we lose them? You know, and they're all into it. It's like a game.
What about the British in the film, or Jason Isaac?
I mean, he's great. Yeah, he comes off as a really truly despicable villain. I mean, he does the job well.
There's some reviewers in Britain who think that the film is too much against the British, but
yeah, well, it probably is. It's probably attributes too many acts of villainy to the Brits, and that's okay. It's a film. It's told from a bias, and you're looking for, you know, to be compelling cinematically. So I mean, you know, you got to do that. I think nobody's saying that you know, it's a history lesson, but the fact that they're sort of saying it's not quite right is a good thing, because it will maybe inspire people to look into it a little more and pick up a book.